you should pull the fucking trigger.
Pull the trigger. Ain't nobody gonna do for you. Pull the trigger. Don't hesitate, just shoot.
What's going on, Silverbacks? It's Benny here, and this is the Silverback Lab. It's Monday. I'm almost done with my at the end of week 2. Then tomorrow I'll start week 3 as far as the transformation goes for whoever's following that. I just wanted to get a video in, and today I want to talk about dieting. And I know it's not the most fucking exciting thing that people want to hear. People want to see videos on like how to increase your bench press and how to get fucking bulging biceps and fucking ripped triceps and all that shit. But people fail to realize, and I know you see it and I know you've heard it, you just fucking ignore it, that diet is like at least 70% of your whole fucking program. I fell victim to not listening and not believing, not even the hype, just the truth. Because I was constantly like, well, I'm eat whatever the fuck I want, and I'm just going to go ape shit in the gym. And I mean, I got strong, don't get me wrong, but if you want a full, just well-rounded physique, and, you know, or if you've plateaued and you want to break through that barrier, you got to get your diet in check. And there's so many diets out there that you just really, you have to find what works for you. The big one now is keto, intermittent fasting, all sorts of shit. A lot of people cut carbs, count calories. Some people do the point system. I think that's like Weight Watchers or some crazy shit. But there's so many things out there. There's another one that I've heard of, and when I heard about it, it was referred to as the caveman diet. There may be other names out there for it, but it's basically, it's not necessarily what you eat, but it's how you eat. You would eat all your vegetables first, and so your body, say on an empty stomach, your body's, you know, absorbing that nutrition first. Then you would eat your protein, and really, there's no really carbs in there, but if you did have, like, you know, some carbs, then you would eat that last. And the theory behind it, I don't know about research. Again, I'm not an expert on this particular diet or any diet, and for that matter, but it was the way you eat is how your body intakes and processes what's being fed to it. So again, it would take all the nutrients from the vegetables first. It would take all the protein that it needs from the meat, and then it would take what carbs it needs from the rice, potatoes, whatever it is that you're eating. Then you would eat just, you know, snack on nuts and stuff like that. There was another version of it where it was a lot more primitive. Like I said, you know, eating nuts and berries and just meat and stuff like that. As far as the keto diet goes, I guess I'm on the keto diet, but it was unintentional, so to speak. I just wanted to cut it, and I hadn't read up on any diet. I knew, I was like, hey, I'm gonna cut out carbs. Carbs is a source of energy. Fat's your second source of energy. You cut out carbs. Instead of using carbs for the energy, it's gonna start using body fat. And so far, I've had pretty decent results doing that. But I don't really cut out fat. I don't eat high fat content, as I believe that's the keto diet is. It's no carb, high fat, and I don't know, you know, all the specifics on it, but after reading a little bit up on it, I was like, that's pretty much what I do. So I guess you could say that I could say the keto diet does work. I won't say it works for all, because that's the thing. It's everybody's different. You know, that comes with anything, but especially dieting. So I know some people who have cut out carbs and it did nothing for them. Whereas when they cut out fats or they portion this and that and their proteins and their vegetables and their carbs and everything, I believe macros as they call it. I hate that fucking, to me that's a buzzword. Macros, it got popular and everybody wants to use it and this and that, but hey, that's besides the point. So Yeah, so other methods work for other people, but you have to realize, regardless of the method, if your goal is to lose fat and gain muscle, you need to get a diet that works for you. If you're in the gaining muscle and you want to go that route, then yeah, it's going to have some fairly high protein content. Now I say clean protein, such as the fish and the chicken and the turkey. I do eat red meat, but not often. Maybe once a week, if that. And that's just something I do because red meat takes longer to digest, and leaves you with a full feeling. So I like the leaner meats, again, the chicken, the turkey, and the fish. And I noticed that it fills me up, but I don't have this just where it feels like just a ton of food is just sitting in my stomach, and it digests rather quickly. On a more personal note, it keeps you, for me anyway, keeps me regular. Regular as opposed to when I'm eating fast food and all this nasty shit. And you're like, fuck, your system is just all out of whack. But speaking of digestion, that's where veggies come in. Like, it helps with the digestive system and just has all your nutrients. Like, they're just fucking great. You need them. Okay, so if you don't like vegetables, figure it out. If you have to, blend them with something and chug them down, hey, whatever you need to do. I know there's some stuff out there that supplement lines are coming out with. I know Rich Piana's 5%. They have the Real Food, and I believe that's basically getting in your vegetable servings through supplement form. And then as well as Mike Rashid in his I'm So Alpha brand, I know he has something similar to that as well. But I will say, and I'm sure Rich has said, and any other big bodybuilder would tell you the same thing, that those supplements may be good, but it doesn't beat real food. Even if the supplement's called real food, you need to get in this real food. So I mean, if you're serious about getting in shape and bodybuilding, or just getting big, whether it be sports or anything, you don't need to be thinking about going to the supplement store. You need to think about going to the grocery store, because that's where it fucking begins. And again, I was blind to the fact, even though I read that, I was told that and everything, but it wasn't until I started doing it that I started seeing changes, and I'm like, wow, fucking works. Like, not everybody's lying, and I started seeing results. I wasn't losing strength, because that was the mentality behind it. Oh, I don't want to eat healthy because I'm gonna lose strength and get small, and yeah, I might lose fat, but I don't want to lose size, and I haven't. If anything, by losing fat, you get more sculpted, more toned, so it gives the appearance that you're getting more muscular. You look at bodybuilders, it's the same way. The ones that do it professionally and do the shows and competitions, it's the same effect. It's not. It's all an illusion. It's how the light hits you, how you stand, how you pose. Losing that fat, therefore, it gives your muscles more definition and more shape, and they appear to be bigger than they may actually be. So just getting on a good diet just has multiple benefits. And the most important thing is internally, health-wise. You're getting your cholesterol, at a normal to safe, range. Your fat's down. You want to have a healthy heart, and you do enough cardio or just working out. It's where your heart's working. You're getting that blood pumping and just staying healthy. You want to get all that nasty shit out. It may not be for everyone, and you don't necessarily have to. Your goal doesn't have to be to look like the fucking Hulk. That's my goal. Okay, don't take my goal. But it's not necessarily the physical appearance factor. That may not be your goal, but you need to work in some sort of workout program, but more importantly, a good healthy diet, just to keep everything in check. People with diabetes, they understand. You know, people with high cholesterol, high blood pressure. You got to keep everything in check. You know, just if you want to live long, live a good, happy life, especially if you have kids. Like, if you're not going to do it for you, at least do it for them. You know, and you know, Parkinson's runs in my family. And I honestly, I didn't even know that up until not too long ago, on my dad's side. And I started looking into, this is, you know, well after I've been going to the gym. And, you know, it's for the most part been a large portion of my life working out. But I was looking into, you know, ways to prevent Parkinson's. And one of the main things was working out and, you know, staying in shape. And so, you know, that helped push me even more to want to just push myself further to stay in shape, to get healthy. And so, again, you know, whatever your reason is, you know, I mean, the reason should just be, hey, getting healthy. But if that's not enough, you know, you got to find your reason. Hey, find your reason. But again, it just plays such a huge role. You know, again, going back to people that are trying to build muscle and whatnot, plays a huge role into the results you get. Because back when I was eating whatever the fuck I wanted and just, you know, going ape shit in the gym, which I still do, go ape shit in the gym. I don't eat what I want anymore. The results really came, and it took a while to get there. You know, it took, you know, a good, I'd say the good month. After that first month, I was like, I think I'm seeing something. Let me stick with it and see how it goes. And then, you know, lost some more weight. I'm like, wow, you know, I'm really coming along well. And it's crazy how it just kind of feeds off of each other. You know, you lose weight, you look bigger, so that it motivates you that when you're in the gym, you're working out harder, you know, and it's positivity everywhere, you know. And you got some buddies that, you know, y'all can push each other, you know. But I will say, you know, I've said it before, it sucks. It takes a while to get into a routine, but you know, the results are worth it in my opinion. Some people may not think so. You just got to get creative as far as, you know, what you're cooking, how you're cooking it, just, you know, to keep things lively. You know, otherwise you're just eating, you know, you don't want to eat baked chicken and green beans and boiled rice, and baked chicken and green beans and boiled rice. And and not to put a plug in there, but hey, my link, I'll put the link in the description, but my nutrition Barney style, it talks about all this, and I actually put recipes in the back of how you could switch things up, and, you know, and they're still healthy. They're easy to cook. They're cost effective, and, you know, it's just to help you stay on track and to keep eating clean. So, you know, that's really it. So, I know, again, you know, people want to hear about fucking boulder shoulders and bench press and squats and deadlifts and all that, but that's not always the case, because behind the scenes in the kitchen is where, you know, a lot of these guys you look up to have the advantage, because they're doing that. They're doing what they need to in the kitchen and with their diet plan, and really just, you know, every day, you know, and that's where they have that edge, and that's where and why they look the way they do in the gym. It's not just because they're, you know, going ape shit in the gym. It's because of, you know, all the other factors that build up to that. So I've had people work out with me where they're doing the same thing and doing the same weight and all that, and they do that for a while. But, you know, a lot of it's the mentality. You could throw weight up all fucking day, but if you take that same weight and you concentrate and push and concentrate and push and really think about what you're doing, you're gonna get, you know, twice the results as somebody that's just going through the fucking motions, you know. And same with the diet. It's what they're doing behind the scenes, you know, that's making that gym session, that training session, really get, you know, grab all the results that they can. So take everything into consideration. Again, if you're fucking completely lost, Google is the best fucking tool out there. Like, you don't need school, you don't need any certification, training program, fucking Google. That's all you need. If you need a little help, again, check out the link in the description to my book, Bodybuilding, or I have Bodybuilding Bar Style, but more importantly, Nutrition Bar Style. It just tells you all the basics of nutrition, because it's such a huge factor. You know, if you're not seeing results fast enough, reconsider your diet. If you've plateaued, reconsider your diet. If you're not seeing anything at all, reconsider your diet. All right, guys? So you already know what it is. If you aim to the gym, get your ass to the gym. I'll holler at y'all later.
Cut my life into pieces. I reach my last resort, suffocation, no breathing.